Hello everyone, this is Mr. Informal back with the latest and greatest Mr. Informal podcast. I go by the name of Mr. Informal. Please don't forget about that. So, in any case, this is the podcast 165. I hope you are doing well today. It is pretty hot outside, but of course, it is summer. Let's not forget about that. You gotta enjoy your time with the season because the season is almost halfway there, certainly. And please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then check out my website. Got some great stuff in there, MRINFORMAL.com. So, what are the 4 topics for this Mr. Informal podcast 165? Well, LVMH is considered buying Off-White, the brand Off-White. And then Vimeo is actually going to integrate with TikTok to attract small business. That's going to be interesting. The Olympics has started. Summer Olympics of 2020 in Japan has started. So Olympic gears are in full force. Whether it be the clothing, will be the merchandise, will be the items, whatever, or the fake medals for the kids, certainly. And then last but not least, number 4, the last topic is StockX has listed the fastest growing brand in their website. What are those brands? I wonder what are those brands. So those are the 4 topics for this Mr. Informal podcast 165. And so let's go ahead and start the podcast. So topic number 1, Louis Vuitton, Moet, LVMH to acquire majority stake in Off-White. So LVMH and Virgil Abloh on Tuesday announced that the luxury conglomerate will acquire a majority stake in Off-White LLC, trademark owner of Off-White, according to a company press release. LVMH will own 60% interest in the trademark, while Abloh, who founded Off-White in 2013, will retain 40% interest and continue on as creative director of the brand. The deal is subject to regulatory approval and expected to close within 60 days. Abloh has been artistic director of Louis Vuitton's menswear collection since 2018 and will continue in that role. So we have already had the privilege to witnessing Virgil's exceptional creativity and vision through his work with us at Louis Vuitton, said LVMH CEO Bernard Arnault. In a statement, we look forward to support Virgil and the team both in driving growth of Off-White and working together with Virgil to bring his unique sensibility to broader range of luxury categories. I'm not a fan of that. That's just marketing talk right there. That's just press talk, as usual, by Bernard Arnault. Now, if I was Virgil, I wouldn't take this deal. The only reason why I would not take this deal is, well, I'm gonna bring race into this. For one, Virgil is black, and I feel as though that he needs to make a black brand independent. He needs to not include it to any conglomerate. Show to an example to up and coming artists, up and coming black designers, up and coming black businesses. And I don't know what Virgil could get out of this other than obviously monetary reward, because if they buy it, certainly he'll get more money. Not only that, he's already the artistic director of Louis Vuitton menswear. So what's the point here? And Off-White got a cult following going on, certainly. It wasn't as strong as it was before, but it's still there. Now, I really don't know what Louis Vuitton needs Off-White for. I really don't. Is it to capture the urban market? Is it just to capture another brand? I mean, once they fully buy this, their price is gonna leave it as to die. I mean, LVMH has so many brands out there that I actually think that they don't need Off-White. That I think Off-White needs Virgil more than Louis Vuitton needing Off-White. And again, he needs to make it independent now. I think this deal is probably going to be granted by the regulatory process, but in the same time, I don't really see any objection to the buyout, whatever you want to call it. But and at the same time, Virgil is probably just gonna get money out of it. A lot of people are gonna get money, but again, I don't think LVMH need Off-White. Topic number 2 from Retail Dive, titled TikTok integrates Vimeo's video creation tools to attract more small business marketers. Wow, Vimeo actually collaborating with TikTok. I mean, Vimeo is, I don't even know what is going on with them. I mean, ever since I used to watch their videos back in maybe 2018. So in any case, TikTok is teaming up with Vimeo to integrate the software solution provides video creation tools in its app. According to news release, the Vimeo Create feature, now available in the TikTok Ad Manager, is targeted to small and medium-sized businesses to help them trim production times, costs. Vimeo is the first TikTok partner to land the new creative tool subcategory under the ByteDance own platform largest creative partners program. Leading up to the rollout, the companies asked marketers new TikTok to test product with soy-based candles brand Natural Annie Essentials reporting conversion rates more than 5 times higher than those online channels. According some SMBs, offers another sign TikTok's quickly maturing into digital advertising heavyweight that can rival competitors like Snapchat and Instagram. So through integrating Vimeo tools, TikTok's promoting ease of use marketers that may not have the resources or know how to regularly churn out high quality videos. Vimeo Create applies artificial intelligence to help brands produce and publish content directly to TikTok with a focused volume. Look, don't get me wrong, I do think that Vimeo creates high quality videos. There's also creators out there that use strictly Vimeo that creates high quality video content, but for small businesses, I don't think that they should go to this route. The price is gonna make it easier and just go to the Instagram route, Snapchat route, heck, even YouTube route. I mean, this is another way for them to learn. And has Vimeo ever even gained market share lately? I mean, I haven't been updated with Vimeo, but it seems like Vimeo hasn't. Look, maybe they're doing something behind the scenes. That could be true, or that could not be true. But in terms of press out there hasn't been any huge Vimeo press out there, other than we all used to think that Vimeo was going to be a competition to YouTube, but that did not end well, or that did not I guess turn out the way people thought it would turn out. But Vimeo collaborating with TikTok, I'm not entirely sure about this, because TikTok doesn't need Vimeo. Does TikTok really need Vimeo? I think Vimeo needs more TikTok, because as certainly millions and millions more people register into TikTok, when they start to learn Vimeo, I think they can. And this where Vimeo is lacking this deal, is that hey, they'll get used to our creator tool, and so they could probably go to our website and register, certainly pay, and create high quality content. But in terms of small businesses, I don't think this is the best route. They could just use YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or just Snapchat. And this is certainly going to be an interesting social media factor when it comes to trying to attract creative content, or creatives out there. And so we'll see how this goes. So the Olympic has started. Olympics 2020 Tokyo. Olympics Summer Olympics the year 2020, but it was gonna be year 2020, and so it is year 2021 because due to the pandemic. And with the opening ceremony just recently ended, again opening ceremony, not ending ceremony. Well, the Olympic merchandise are in full force. You can find them in the store. You can find them everywhere. You can find them in your local mall. You can find them online. Certainly, patriotism is where it's at right now. And certainly, I know that there's still controversy when it comes to the national anthem. I don't think there's controversy, but whatever. That's another topic. But in terms of merchandise, certainly a lot of people are wearing them, whether it be the soccer jersey, a basketball jersey, swimming jersey, or swimming cap, goggles, speedos, certainly volleyball, tennis. I mean, list goes on and on. And so, anytime people watch the Olympics, and I always love Olympics since it only comes every 4 years. Not only that, you get the best of the best from every country competing, and this is the biggest stage. If you want to talk about the competition, this is the biggest stage. This is why anytime the Olympics rolls on, there's always merchandise that you see, and that brings with certainly the rainbow colors, and you see the Olympic sign, Olympic flag. It's always like this. I think this is great. Not only that, people have something to watch other than just the United States, the 4 major sports out there. Not only that, we get to be introduced to different types of people that are competing in the Olympics and what's their story. Not only that, I'm sure advertisers are in full force too, marketing and even social media. Social media is talking about different types of competition, also what happened, and this drives up sales. Anytime you have the Olympics, the sales are always great. Always great. There are a lot of things that can happen in the Olympics, whether it be magical happens, controversy, greatness. I mean, you see the highs and you see the lows, but at the same time, what makes the Olympic something truly great, because this is the best of the best from around the world competing with not just your country's representative, but also others represented. We get to see who's the best of the best, and not only that, what kind of things that they perform. And certainly it was a long training, 3.5 years of training, 3.5 years of training, and it all comes to a 2-week competition event. You can even call it sports. And certainly anytime you go to your store, even the groceries, there's always the Olympics, even in the news, Olympics. I mean, everywhere is Olympics, and this is why I'm talking about it, because I think everyone should watch the Olympics. And not only that, it's up to you whether you want to buy the merchandise, but letting you know that there's so many Olympic merchandise out there. On to the last topic from highsnob.com. The fastest growing brands on StockX prove resale is diversifying. So, in StockX, as of this year, this is the report that they gave us. Emerging brands from Reebok's 200% surge to 4-digit growth rates for Chrome Hearts and V-Lone. These are some of the brands making the biggest moves on the secondary market. So, basically, StockX has made a list of what are the fastest growing brands in the resale market. Let's not call it secondary, it's just a resale. That's all it is. So, this is just in terms of sneakers, alright? In brands, Birkenstock, 610%. Louis Vuitton, 440%. Crocs, 430%. Alexander McQueen, 370%. Reebok, 210%. Not only that, what is trending up in terms of models, Nike Dunks 990%, Reebok Club C 510%, and New Balance 992 400%. Well. why am I not surprised? Certainly, Nike is always going to be at the top. They're not going to make a surge because they're already at the top. Same with Adidas. But what's most surprising is the Crocs, 430%. Birkenstock? I mean, I think Birkenstock is just one of those sign of the times. It's just hype right now, and good to see Reebok up. Not only that, I'm sure the popular models, probably the Iverson, Reebok pumps. Not only that, maybe the Zig Tag, maybe the Shacknosis. I mean, it could be multiple things, but the Reebok Club C is certainly up there. The Reebok Club C is absolutely a beautiful all-round shoe, tennis shoe. Reminds me of the Adidas Stan Smith. You should check it out, the Reebok Club C, if you get the chance to see them in person. So, Louis Vuitton sneakers, to me, they're not really impressive. I know their collaboration is great, but it is what it is. It's just because of the name. Alexander McQueen, the ones that look like Stan Smith. Again, I think it's more of the name. But certainly, I have seen them in person. It's probably comfortable. But is that something that people should be hyped about? I don't think so. Again, surprising is the Crocs and Birkenstock. I really don't see what's so special about the Crocs. I really don't. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I just don't get it. People say they're comfortable. Yes, they're comfortable. I mean, I wear Crocs, but not the Crocs that is like that people normally wear. I like the Crocs flip-flops. They do make Croc flip-flops, and they're very comfortable. Not only that, they last long. But I'm just not a fan of the original Crocs. I'm more of a sneaker in the flip-flop. I mean, you can say Birkenstock, but I'm not really a fan of Birkenstock. It's not for me. I know there are people out there that likes it, but surprising that Crocs and Birkenstock are fastest growing in the resale market. I mean, resale, really? If it's new, then yeah, I buy Birkenstock. But if it's used, I wouldn't buy Birkenstock. Same with any type of sneakers. I mean, but that's just me. And this list is certainly going to change depending on what's hype, what's great right now, what's coming out there. This is probably a work in progress report. But certainly Crocs and Birkenstocks in the top 5 of the fastest growing brand for the year 2021. That's surprising. Certainly Nike is nowhere to be found, but again, they're number 1. They don't need to be surging. Everyone knows Nike. I'm glad to see Reebok's up 210%. They really need it. I know Adidas is trying to sell Reeboks, trying to find buyers, but hopefully Reebok's past catalog is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But whoever the president or GM, whatever, needs to get out of there, needs to be fired. But those are the list. It is quite surprising. And so that basically concludes this Mr. Informal Podcast 165. Hopefully you learn. Hopefully you listen to me from beginning to end. I absolutely appreciate that. Hopefully I made you learn something, gave you some insights on what's going on with the fashion and tech, and certainly maybe gave you some information that you didn't know about it. And so please do not forget to add me on Instagram, MISTERINFORMAL, and then check out my website, mrinformal.com. They got some great stuff in there, MRINFORMAL.com. And so that is it for this Mr. Informal Podcast 165. I hope you have a great week, great morning, great evening, great night, whatever, wherever you are listening to me. And so I will see you in the next podcast. Bye-bye.